We do once a year an investor intention survey with all our clients, and we ask, which country region do you believe to be the most attractive for making investments in 2013? Normally, number one is the UK with London, number two is Paris, number three, Nordics, Eastern, and number four, Germany. It's the first time that Germany is the most interesting country for our clients to invest. So it's even stronger than the UK. France is far away, that's a pity. But as I am today here in Amsterdam, please take a look also to Holland. It's not the main focus of our clients, but when you compare it, the light green bar to the dark green bar, the growth of interest is significant. When you see the detailed interest into the single cities in Europe, you see London, of course, by far number one, because it's the biggest real estate market. But then if you look to Munich, Berlin, Hamburg, and Frankfurt together, we have four German cities under the top 8. So just another clear fact that Germany is hotter than ever. A few words on the economic background. It's not that you see Germany is the second bar. We have a growth still. Germany, the powerhouse in a struggling Eurozone, I think that's a little bit too much. Because in the end, of course, we are still having growth. The GDP is still positive, but we are talking about 0.5, 0.7%. We had better times in the past, but it's still positive. Not negative as in Italy, Spain, and the Eurozone in general. But the forecasts are very positive. What is a really important base why our clients say Germany is very interesting, the office market is good, the retail investment market is booming, is because we have very low unemployment rate. This is really something new for me. I'm working now for 25 years in Germany, and we never had an unemployment rate around 5%. The Netherlands were always our benchmark, the Polder model, that you have such a low unemployment rate here, of 5% or even lower. This year it's 7.5%, and it's the first time that Germany has a lower unemployment rate than the Netherlands. But it's the base for the office letting market, because if you don't have employees, you don't need space, and this is not the case in Germany. We still have growth in the top 5 cities in Germany. The rents will grow, but one thing is also clear: the top rents will grow. We do not have the turnover we were used in the last years. It's also a little bit shrinking. In Frankfurt we see it a little bit stronger, the reduced take-up in office leasing. But on the other hand, we do not have a huge development pipeline. So we have net absorption still, which is fantastic for the vacancy rate, which is still going down. The prime office rents, Frankfurt is going towards the 40 euros per square meter. Actually, we sit at 38, 37 euros per square meter. Munich slightly above 30, and the rest between 25 and 20 euros. Berlin, all the properties which are on the market now, they normally are under-rented. So for an investor, it's very attractive to look to Berlin, which has also the highest turnover growth last year with more than 80%, or the investment market was almost doubled because of that story. You have a good base in the industry, and the rents have space to grow in the next years. Take up, one word on that. As I said, 2013, it's slowing down a little bit. Nevertheless, the vacancy rate still, that's the yellow bar graph, is going down slightly. So we have net absorption still. The investment market, the turnover in transaction volume is 25 billion euros for 2012, which is 11% more than 2011. When I look at the stock in the Netherlands, the stock is 22 million euros, we turn over in 1 year the whole stock of the Netherlands. If we deduct the transaction volume by the type of use, you will see office with the dark green bar is going up. Retail, which has a fantastic story, a success story since 2009 or 2008 already, is the first time this last year a lower transaction volume in percentage, but the only reason is just all the shopping centers are sold. They are traded, and we have a huge lack of product, of quality, good quality product. If we would have more, the turnover would be much bigger because the demand is tremendous. The biggest success story is to see at the moment in logistics. The logistics market in Germany is booming. We saw in the last year already a growth of 40% to 2011, and the first quarter 2013 compared to to 2012, the first quarter, we have a growth of more than 80%. Retail, again, growth of 40%. It's doing well in the first quarter, and we will have a fantastic year 2013. The yields are going down still. We saw last year yields of 4.75 in Munich and in Hamburg. Even in Frankfurt, we went down below the 5%. I know that we will have stronger yields this year in the market. We are involved in two huge transactions where we will see even stronger yields. The comparison between the bond yield in Germany and our office investment yield is the gap in between there is as huge as never before. It's a fantastic moment for investments, although we have these strong yields of below 5%. When you look at the bond yield, which is around 1%, slightly above, the gap is huge enough to give some space for a yield compression. Just an overview of the top 5 cities we are talking about. I won't go into detail. Although I'm a German, I would not touch these lots of information. If you're interested in that presentation, please leave your business card here. I will send it as PDF to you. Thank you very much.